This is the normal look. He's just told me that this party's worse than the 2,000 people that we fed at the open day last year, didn't you?
Yeah, but all I'm going to do is smile because I keep getting accused that I'm angry all the time.
As always with me, it's 35 and not a penny less. So if you need a deal, it's 36 and I'll go down to 35. Simon, your inability to remove these without cutting them in half.
Yeah, I like to cut.
I can see that, yeah.
I like the...
I do wonder if you were paying for it, would you have got it off?
Oh, I've got it off, yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm paying, we just cut it,
yeah,
right? Okay, yeah. Well, at least you're honest. But, Tuesday the 21st of April, wheels are changed. Sandy, Kieran, Tom and Raymond all got them done on the 2 sprayers yesterday. So it's quite surprising how tall these are. And bear in mind I'm 6'5", so... I don't know what you're laughing at. You stand there, you're even smaller than me.
I'm not too bad.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but Kieran doesn't even come up to here.
You're definitely the... hold on, I might be a little bit under you. Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, Kieran comes up to here. So anyway, these are done, so these are changed now. Come and look at the back. You'll see, they're 480, are they? No, 520. So you can see the tread pattern. So basically we've gone from 900s down to 520, so nearly half. So quite a dramatic change. And height-wise, the sprayer's a lot higher for you now, isn't it? Yeah. And you can actually make this go higher, can't you?
Yeah, a lot higher.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just tell it to go up. So Sandy's just going to get it to go up. Anyway, so that they filmed them yesterday, changing the wheels. Quite a big job. Took them all day, really, effectively, to do both sprayers. They're going out spraying again. They've finished all the liquid fertiliser on Friday. All the fertiliser, here it's going up, look. You can see this is actually, these could go up high. Now the idea of the height of these sprayers is the point of them going up is that if you're spraying tall crops like maize or something like that, the lower you are, the likely the more damage. Also oilseed rape, so you can put them into a high mode so that then actually the crop will hopefully travel underneath, or at worst will brush underneath, rather than being down here with a drawbar on a trailed sprayer and knocking the crop over. You often see when they go to desiccate oilseed rape and they use a trailed sprayer, you can see where it's run, it's completely floored it, and there is a yield loss penalty for doing that. So that's one of the features these sprayers have. Anyway, finished the fertiliser Friday, wasn't it? Sprayed the mustard for flea beetle on Saturday, Saturday morning. Then you had Sunday and Saturday afternoon off. Monday changing tyres. Now you boys are getting back in out again. Don't hang about. All right, we'll crack on then.
Currently here with the sprayers. We've just had a down day today, so we've had Man's out doing a couple of little niggly problems that we've had, getting them all sorted. We're currently here just changing the tyres. We're going from the 900s down to the 520s, so we're obviously bringing them in so we're not running over as much crop, and obviously the ground's a lot drier now, so there's not too much risk of sinking. As you can see, there's a big difference in between them. They still run the same. We've got a couple of rolling radiuses to change in the screens, so we're putting on the correct chemical. So currently my sprayer's just done over there, and then we've got Kieran's one just here. So yeah, they look a lot different. They actually sit within the mud guards now, but they should still run the same and hopefully not run over as much crop, and we'll still keep spraying. And we've currently got here, we're still using our wheel frames. These are the 900 sat on the wheel frames, so it's nice and safe, all strapped on, ready to lift up by forklift and put back into the spray store. Yeah, so we've got on the sprayers, we've got the guards here that we have to take off around here, and then we have a specialised jacking frame that we get from Horsch that mounts onto here, and there's 2 bolts either side. We jack on the bottom of here with an air jack to lift it all up, and then you've got wheel nuts that you take off the far side, pull it off, new wheel on, bolt it back on, and then we're away. So we've got a wheel carrier here that we use to get them from the stands to the equipment. So we'll pull up alongside, get it in a safe position, take the straps off, put our strap round for this, pull it up, and then we can move it to wherever we need to. Just come around this end a bit more. Really pushed it.
Hang on, you're on an hour. Got it.
Ooh.
Go on then.
A little bit more.
Keep going. Keep going.
Come back a little bit, Q. Jack this up.
Oh,
There you go. All of it.
Down? Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so Henry, who's doing agronomy at the moment, is for down at Cambridge, has gone and got some leaf samples on the Field of Dreams, effectively, which is cherry tree, which has got the Hexton wheat in it. And he's sent me this, which came yesterday, and you can see the results, which effectively, to put it into perspective, the orange line is the 5-year UK average, and then the dotted line here is Agri-Farm's iFarm 11 tonne a hectare predicted line, and this is us. So you can see there are, sulphur, for example, we're high on. Nitrogen, we're about where we should be. Phosphate, K, we are down, and also magnesium, we are down. So we're going to put on Cropshaw Mag PK, which is a liquid-based product. You can either have it in the powdered, but it's a lot of time wasted for us in filling up. So we're going with the IBC. We're going to put that up as a micronutrient and try and pick these up, in these P and K and magnesium. But so it's just sort of giving an idea of where we are in relation to, really the lines. And it's this constant amount of information. It's interesting looking at the trial on the nitrogen. They've gone for a 3-split application. They've held off because of the dry. I've gone the other way. I've gone because it's dry, so that the nitrogen is there and it's available to get into the plant. They've held off and they've gone for the last pass, say 80 kilograms a hectare, whereas I would have done 110, and then they're going to go for the third pass once they've predicted that the crop is requiring it or we get a rain. Currently there's been no rain, and there's currently nothing forecast, and even the dark clouds and things we had last week at Hexton materialised into nothing. So somewhat concerned about the mustard and example. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, something happens as a weather event, so we don't end up yet again with another year of a dry spring that results in a low yield, because no BPS payment, no fallback position. Actually, I'm not sure the industry could particularly handle with all the issues that are going on. So hopefully the second part of 3 parts that I'm having to endure to go through for my life assurance is completed. I've now got to go again. They wouldn't do it all in one go, recap, so I've had to do it in 3 phases. I'm now, if I die, effectively, the family would have to sell, as it stands today, they'd have to sell part of the farm to pay for the inheritance tax, because, of course, now inheritance tax is in place. So trying to get this third thing through. The life assurance industry, I haven't got the kindest things to say about them, quite frankly. I think they're enough to make you feel ill the way they carry on. It should be a pretty straightforward process, but it's not. And what are we, nearly 12 months? We must be 12 months now, 12 months in going through this process to get life assurance just for the inheritance tax. So third part yet to complete, so still in what you could call the danger zone. Anyway, the last one's up to 85 years old, so that seems a long way off, and I'm sure it won't be long until I'm actually stood there thinking about whether I've got to go for a walk and not come back. I noticed on the comments almost an unbearable level, because obviously it's been commented somewhere else and they're printing to the words to that effect about cousin Michael. We keep asking where he is. I haven't seen him since September. He's been signed off work, so he's not doing the agronomy at the moment. He's not doing any work. He's not feeling particularly chipper. Difficult for me to talk about it. It's not my story, it's his story. I've kept very quiet about it. out of respect for him. I'm not sure I fully understand how to articulate the difficulties that people go through, so I find it easier not to talk about it, but people keep asking continuously, and effectively Michael's off work. He's not chipper, so I haven't seen him. I've kept out the way just so that he doesn't feel pressured by what's going on here, example, or day-to-day life. But no doubt my grandmother passed away about 2 months off being 100, so she won't be very pleased about that. But I'll no doubt see him at the funeral, which is in about 2 weeks' time. So yeah, just shy of 100 years. I was born on her 50th birthday, and she never forgave me because everybody always knew how old she was. So anyway, that'll give you an indication how old I'm going to be in June. Okay, so floor's out, down to the base level here. Rejoined the pipe down there. He's smoothed off round the outside with diamond cutting blade to make right that grinding disc, and then he's now resined in a whole load of rods all the way across the top, wired them together, and on this side he started to reblock this side, putting some tie rods in and siliconed up the lights there, and then we're going to fill that with concrete, which will bring that side all back together. Then we're just going to get it re-rendered. Going to tank it is what the term is. Effectively, it's almost a waterproof render that's going to go on the inside, across the top of the concrete, for which we're going to put in about 8 inches of concrete in the bottom. Build the steps as well, put them back in, and then it will all be sealed. So water obviously can't come this way into the pool or vice versa. And then at that point we'll be able to, once it's rendered, be able to tile it again. And then rebuild the top. Got to put the sheet mechanism back on, and then put the coving stones back around the outside. So yeah, it is, what is it, 21st of April. So we've got to crack on, or we're going to miss the British summer, as it only lasts about 3 days. So just dumped it on Pasky that he needs to cater not only for my party, but also do the bar. So anyway, this is the normal look. He's just told me that this party is worse than the 2,000 people that we fed at the open day last year, didn't you?
Yeah, but all I'm going to do is smile because I keep getting accused that I'm angry all the time. And I'm not. I just love
Italian.
surprises. Yeah,
Angry
now
Italian.
from cooking a cow, we're now doing Bloody Marys and
Yeah.
lots of drink
Diet
with no
Coke.
power,
Don't
no ice, no
don't forget the
glasses,
Diet Coke.
and Diet Coke. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this should be fun. 500 in June again.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Are you?
Yeah.
So am I. Well, you don't have to worry about anything,
No,
do you?
no, I've delegated.
You've delegated everything
to
to
you.
me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got glasses, ice, and
Don't worry about it. You'll be all right.
allergens. I don't have to worry about allergens.
Farmers don't have allergens.
No allergens. So
No.
everyone's going to eat what they're given.
No, farmers are, definitely don't have those
So
problems.
can they use their fingers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lovely morning. But I'm smiling. We can do 500. That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
So pickup's finished. So got it all tracked, got all the repair work done we needed to do, and they have fitted, hopefully, look, we stuck these on now because I've got so many of them, I can't remember who drives which pickup. So Sanji, that one. So put their initials in, so when I walk around in any vehicles that aren't washed, I know who's responsible. But we are currently, two ways are in, trackers are in, front and rear cameras are in, that's the electrics. We fitted. I'm looking for the camera. Right, part of it's still in the box to be fitted today. So they've got front and rear cameras being fitted to them, so they're recording all the time. So if we get an accident or accusations about poor driving or whatever, we've got the proof to back it up. Got it on everything, on all the tractors, everything. You'd be amazed at least once or twice a week, we're having to download footage to basically prove our innocence. We had a letter, for example, this last week from the police, pretty pointless letter, goodness knows what it cost, to tell us that somebody's reported us as driving too close to a cyclist on a tractor, I think it was, or a forklift. It might have been a forklift, actually. Anyway, so that's the sort of thing we have to protect ourselves against. Raymond's now currently working on this. He's rubbing this down. He's going to rub all the bits which are going south on it, just need to repaint this up. Get that nice. Simon's in the moment. He's tilling I think this is the 4th header now. So he's done the other 3. I think that's right. So they'll be done. He's going for the list of doing all the tillies. This one, come and look at this, Tom. So this had a ball joint which had gone on the rubber, so it was squeaking. So we've basically put a new one on. But unfortunately, when doing it, we found that we couldn't get the new part in here. So we ended up having to buy another bottom arm. We had to cut it off in the end, and the bolts are slightly different. So just explaining, Simon, your inability to remove these without cutting them in half.
Yeah, I like to cut.
I can see that, yeah.
I like the...
I do wonder if you were paying for it, would you have got it off?
Oh, I've got it off, yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm paying, we just cut it,
Yeah,
right?
don't matter.
Okay, yeah. Well, at least you're honest. But, and this is the new one, yeah?
Yes, that's the new one for the GSF.
Okay, so you found a new supplier down the road, and it comes with that already fitted?
Yeah, already.
Oh, well, this is the problem. You couldn't get that to go in, could you?
No, they more or less heat shrink them in and press them. We can't do it on the vehicle.
Right.
Without removing the arm.
And then that's where you get the problems with the bolts.
Bolts are rusted.
Okay. So then when that's done, that's it on that?
Yeah, on this one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. And then the van's already gone this morning, so that's going off to get painted. Oh, look, Chris is back. Where is it? Oh. How did it drive?
It's alright actually.
Yeah?
Reminded me of my time in New Zealand. You
Really?
know? It's exactly the sort of truck we had out there all the time.
The big tyres.
Yeah.
It was good. Well, obviously your engine repair worked. Because if it managed to drive back all the way from Lincolnshire, were you slightly quiet this morning?
I was a bit nervous.
Oh, were you now? No alarms or anything? No. Simon's working on a black tape on the dashboard on that one, aren't you?
Quality.
Yeah, quality repair. And we had the engine out about 3 times, didn't you?
Quality
So
paint job and all.
this is a new one. This is not the one you ruined last year.
No, apparently they sold it.
Really?
Can't have been that bad.
Right. Well, the problem with having a brand new one is any scratches on it are entirely your making. So we've got Maxim Spalding's here. He's setting this up on the tractor. So we're going to have this to go around. You're going to go cut all the tracks and margins and verges, and Tom's going to put the hedge cutter on, isn't he, and do through the village and everything. Tidy that all up. So everything's starting to grow now. It's quite a nice little job for you, isn't it?
Gets me out of the way.
Have you got enough horsepower? Just
Better
about.
looking at it than looking for it.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, 2.8 metre, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So good. And we met last year the gentleman that built these in Spain. Here again, Max.
Morning.
You all right?
Good self.
You're just cutting them to make them fit.
I'm hoping, yeah, it should be fit now, ready to fit. So
Oh, well, at least you're fitting it, because if anything goes wrong, it's entirely your fault.
That's it, exactly. You know
Yeah.
what, come and see me.
Yeah. Yeah. We are going to make sure he runs all right.
Yeah, we've got it set up. I put it all to the settings that you had from
Last
last year.
year,
So I
yeah.
put the roller down, moved the scraper
Yeah.
down to the height, lifted the front skids up. So you should be correct to go. We're just
Good.
running through Chris and
good.
Tom
Yeah.
to keep an eye on. And
Yeah.
then,
Tom's going to go on the mower, on the hedge cutter, and do the grass verges, and then Chris will go on this one.
Great stuff.
So it's the only tractor we've got with a front PTO.
Oh, okay, yes.
So that's why it goes on this.
One.
Yeah. Yeah, don't tell Paul there's 400 horsepower going through the front of it, will you? Yeah, it's probably
survived
only
last
designed
year.
for 100. Yeah, you're quite right.
Yeah, just about 150 the gearbox.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, he didn't
When do you
ruin
start
it.
flailing then?
Oh well, now
You
we're
straight in it?
waiting for you.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah,
Didn't realise that.
we thought you were coming last week.
Apologise.
Oh, look at this. Wow, God, I always wished I had one of these when I was at college. I thought we had seat covers for it.
Yeah, the only problem I had on the way down is that I got the sun glaring in my eyes from the fresh paint.
Oh, stop it, Chris.
Terrible problem to
Oh,
have.
Chris. This is real. I think Matilda should have this for her first car at school or college or wherever she'll be at that time. I suppose no, she'll have left school, won't she? Because she's an August baby. Oh, that's super. So if you remember, this was yellow. It was quite revolting, really, wasn't it, in yellow? Yeah. So I've already sent the pictures to Joe, to who we bought it off, to say, what do you think? I think he was quite impressed. Yeah, so a bit of a fun winter project. I'm really pleased with the paint job. That will last us. Now we've got to put the slug pelleter back in it. And then that's ready to rock and roll. Get a sign written. I'm really pleased. That'll last me my career. One of us will die first, either that or me. Yeah. That's nearly as old as me. I think that's 19. What did we work out that was?
I've not heard a date from it yet.
I think it's 83 or something. Yeah. You weren't even thought about, Chris.
Huh?
You weren't even thought about. When were you born?
2002.
Oh, it's a disgrace. 2002. Crumbs, I'd even left university, been around the world, and it was a year off starting PX Farms.
Yeah.
You weren't even born.
No.
But your brother was.
2000.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice, good. So we're on the UK Grain Network, but we're also on the open field moisture checking system for the Dickie John. So they've just come down, they've took the Dickie John away. They'll go and do a series of calibrations, do an annual check for us, make sure it's right. And we use the Dickie John effectively for the commodities that we can't run through the Infotech. And that would be, so for example, the peas and the beans, we use the, and occasionally oats and linseed will run through the Dickie John as opposed to using the Infotech machine. So that's why we run that separately. And also often use it for the dryer as well when we're drying, just doing the checks if the lot of lorries come in and out, so we're not then competing with the Infotech at the same time. Anyway, so we've got the yard out here is taking quite a step forward with Will being here on his bulldozer. Freddie's just out checking the bangers for the peas. So that's the sort of first big check. Now we're going to start. Now they're starting to come up to make sure we haven't got any pigeons. And then motorbikes got ready. Glyn's currently doing the grading. He's in Lincolnshire, finished there today, then Bedfordshire tomorrow. And then we'll be thereabouts on the grading. That's a lot of people have asked me where have I got the grader from. It's Andrew Close builds the graders down here in Cambridge. So I did reply to some messages and put his mobile number on there if you want to look at buying one. And so Freddie's going to jump on this and do some more rolling. So Dave's pretty much rolled this. He's now putting the drain in across the front of the store. So he's getting that all set and ready. Then they make good on the left hand side. They're going to then shingle up around this main drain, then they're going to dry lean that in. And then effectively it's a massive area. And that roller is, quite a tool. It's a real good farming type tool, but you can see where it stopped and started, so it's still loose. So we've got to go over that a few more times. See, that's better there, but you see that's no good to be putting concrete on when it's like that. So we need to pack it down tighter. So you start to get a sort of a feel for the scale of the area. You can see we've got the ramp, well, drive basically going up, got the stone at the top ready to go through onto the main drive. Just got to install soon the new gate to make that secure. And then Friday they'll start concreting and shuttering up ready here. And I can move the tanks and then we'll start concreting this area. And then we're getting the area ready there for the new store. Got to paint the water tank. We're starting to grade the soil back there on the edge, get the last panels in. sort out the water main. So it's going to be a really useful area, and yeah, quite delighted actually how this is turning out. Thinking about moving the lorries to this side, but we'll see. But, we've sold both of those, so they're going to some Yorkshire farm and a Norfolk farm. So they'll come and get those once they're paid, and so they're done. We've got to de-sticker them, and they'll go to their new homes. And then our drills are coming in July. So we got, I've ordered two 18 metre avatars to replace these effectively 3 drills, and go from 3 down to 2, but still got 36 metres if you think about it like that of drilling. So yeah, quite sort of looking forward to those. This third drill I don't actually own, so I can't sell that. They might notice, but yeah, so yeah, this will be going as well. And then I've got another drill which I'm going to sell, which is an 8 metre. We actually run it at 6, but it's an 8 metre finer. We'll get it in the workshop, put the rest of the tines back on, plumb it back up. But it's basically it's an 8 metre finer. So rear mounted. The bar on the front here is for the taking out the compaction with the behind the wheels, and then you've got a front tank which goes with it, which goes on the front linkage, and then you can get across the land in wet weather or just in normal conditions. So yeah, it's a good drill. So anybody looking for a 6 or an 8 metre Horsch finer, we've got one for sale.
And what are we selling it for?
35. And age wise, yeah, 35 with the front hopper. So yeah, I think it's I can't see actually, but I think it's about 5 years old now. Might be 4 and a bit. I'll show you the front tank. So it's got the tungsten points on it. It's effectively, this is off the Caverden setup. We've got the double spring, you've got the sea flow sensors on it. It's a good little system because it's quick to lift up and back in. It's got the following tines that you'd expect on a Horsch machine. And this has saved our bacon quite a few times. But, we've obviously got the 12 metre now, hence why we don't need this one. Yes, it's a Partner 1600 FT front tank, and that goes with that drill and works really well. So anybody interested, just ring the farm office, and if you want to buy it. So as always with me, it's 35 and not a penny less. So if you need a deal, it's 36 and I'll go down to 35. So you can probably see 2, 1 and 3, Chris has put them in this order, and he has been suitably schooled to make sure he gets them in the right order in the future. The barley next field over, the scorching effect that was in that last week has now seems to have largely gone, but just it's caught now on the wheat in here. It's quite severe actually. I think it's possibly some of the worst scorching I've seen. I think it's purely because of the quantity of dry and lack of rainfall, and maybe the plants are slightly under stress here, but I mean that's quite severe in terms of, you know, all that part of the leaf is burnt off, for want of a better word, by the scorching and putting liquid nitrogen on. I'll see what it looks like in a week, but quite surprised how bad it is this year. And one of the reasons we like to go on early is try and prevent this, but yeah, it's really caught it. You look across the field, it's the real brown haze. So fingers crossed we get the rain and it becomes a distant memory quite quickly. But the cracks in the ground are pretty severe now. and the crop's quite stunted in places. Of course, a lot of the problem with this field is like that this is trafficked area. So they ran the diggers here, for example, where they've gone up and down digging these trial archaeological trenches, but then they don't drive back the way they came. They just drive randomly wherever they please, and effectively this whole area, what is it, 6 metres wide, is just hopeless. So just had to order some more fuel, so we're sort of limping along, one for a better word, buying fuel in 10,000 litre slots as we run down. Same with, well, the AdBlue not so much, we're running that on full tank capacity, but so the red diesel, another 10,000 litres added. My option on that currently is about excess of £20,000 a month profit in terms of the futures. Took some out, interestingly, on the day that they were announcing a ceasefire, but as it turned out, the ceasefire evaporated. So it was a risk strategy, but it's so far working out. White diesel on the that's more so now. The impact of white for us as a haulage business is that the lorries are by default losing money because of the differential in the fuel price against what either delivered price on contract is for grain that we've already sold, or for the fact that we've got competition in the place because sugar beet stopped, so there's lots of people running around trying to get hold of wheat work, and because the mills aren't running at full strength and there seems to be an abundance of grain in stores and not a lot of movements, it's held the prices down, which means you effectively you become a busy fool and running at a loss, which is not ideal. But that aside, the boys are busy spraying, the guys are getting the track maintenance done now, the grass cutting, we're now out with the forklifts, tidying up, clearing up, doing some tree felling work as well, where we've had some fallen timbers and that sort of thing. So moving stone as well, making the compound and the tracks, and tidying up areas that needed stone on tracks and putting road planings down, etc. So there's quite a bit of estate maintenance type work goes on, which often doesn't get much of a talk about, but surprisingly does, for our business, features quite a big part of what we do. Now the weather's good, we'll start painting the gates, etc., getting on with those jobs, and getting through the list of all the jobs that need to be done in the workshop in terms of tilly testing, and then we'll start moving on to the grain store and things, and getting the grain store ready prior to harvest in terms of servicing and etc. So quite a bit going on, quite a fun time actually in a lot of sense. Not having to do big hours, but when the sun's out it always makes us feel a bit more jolly. Just unfortunately we're desperate for rain, so really need some rain. I'm getting slightly nervous now, because if this does turn out to be another year where there's no rain and no yield, the fact of the matter is things will have to change. You know, it doesn't matter whether you put a winter crop in and you don't get away from the moisture issue come the spring, or you try to put a spring crop in and then you get a moisture issue in terms of germination, and then continuing then on. Friday, RAGT are coming out to look at the barley and look at the Field of Dreams in terms of the Hexton wheat. So we will do that. So look forward to seeing you on Sunday. So all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.